Giving Hollywood a piece of me. I'm holding my head high. Act like the world's mine. I didn't come for nothing. And all I know is I can't let them see. I got no idea what I'm doing. Take it all till I make it all the way. I've been winning, I've been losing. But you're never gonna read my broken face. Take it all till I make it
feeding off the hype. They got no longevity in the game, they got no stripes. No longer social in person, they live on social media. So social skills are not working because they live for likes. It's all a make-believe world, but they love living in the bubbles. They scrolling and reading all the BS you type. Just for attention, a couple shares or a mention. It's meaningless, but it's like nobody wanna deal with real life. I spit that real life, say what's on my mind. I will not pander to the climate of the deaf, dumb and blind. Never dumbing down my bars, only realness in the lines. You will only hear the honesty and passion in my rhymes. I'm staying connected, cause I perfected my art form. This show I directed, calm and collected, rated, respected, stayed on course and never deflected. Flow like electric, I'm gonna set this off, no apology. I move metric, yeah man, I'm still moving imperial. My techers are moving hectic.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Reflex Champions. My name is Gural, and I will be joined by Ryan today. Say hello, Ryan.
Hello. You guys might remember me from yesterday's cast with X Endangered versus Esports Wells.
Yep.
I'll be joining again.
And we will be covering day 2 of the final weeks before playoffs, aka week 5. So today, for the first game, we'll have on-site versus X Endangered. Of course, today we will be doing 2 games instead of the usual 3. For reasons that I have forgot. But anyway, Ryan, why don't you run us down some facts about the 2 teams?
Well, this is going to be a fun game, Gora, right? X Endangered,
Yeah.
they have a very lackadaisical approach to things. They just kind of meme around. I would love to see how on-site adapt to it. Are they going to do what Esports Wells did yesterday, which is kind of go with the flow and kind of adopt that unorthodox style as well? Or are they going to stick to a more strategical route of things and just kind of fight their way through not getting tilted as Sturksy rushes them with Finka, Line, and Dokkaebi.
I mean, maybe. Never know. Of course, some other facts. Of course, Onsite are second, top of the table. So this game won't really mean too much for them, considering that they've basically already qualified for the playoffs. Of course, the map we will be playing today for the game will be Cafe. Last time Onsite actually played the map, they were going up against Ignite and they won pretty decisively, 7-2. Thoughts?
Uh, I think Onsite have a pretty good chance of winning this if they understand that Aches and Dangers are not going to play by their rules. As we see, Sturksy just trying to get those early mind games, that early tilt. We saw a lot of chat usage yesterday. So as long as Onsite just kind of focus on the win, don't get tilted, right, and understand
Mhm,
that X and Dangers are not going to play by your rules, right? They have a
mhm.
very, very good chance of winning this. I'm expecting a lot of runouts. I'm expecting a lot of weird operator picks. It's on cafe, so we could see aggressive piano runouts, bakery runouts. Every single window is going to be open on this map. I bet you.
Yep. Well, we can't wait to see what's gonna happen. Now moving on to some statistics for X endangered. Well, not statistics, rather just facts, I suppose you could say that I've written down here. Again, they could. X endangered do actually have a chance of making it to the playoffs if they win their games. But not only that, they'll have to rely on some external results to go their way for them to actually be able to qualify. So again, maybe it's kind of anyone's guess on that front. But of course, if they don't qualify, I'd say this is sort of like their last chance to make a very what's the word? Very good impression. Last impression on the league.
Well, definitely be an interesting game, especially if we see, because there is always the possibility that Ace Endangered pull it out the bag, start playing seriously, because they want to get to those playoffs, and that might throw Onsite off. I doubt it though, but you never know. So we could either see a new X Endangered, we could see the old X Endangered winning, or we could see the on-site win that is probably more likely despite the community vote.
All right. Any quick predictions for the game
Um,
in
I
terms of score?
I will be very honest with you. This is not a game you can predict. This is gonna be a wild one.
But if you have to, if you had to, if you
If
had
I have
a,
to, if I have to, I say on site win it 7-5.
I'd say that's a very reasonable prediction. I'd go for something similar. I wouldn't say I'm not gonna say the score particularly because, as you said, wild card. But um, if I had to pick a decisive win, I'd probably go for onside as well. But again, who knows? So moving on to the bans now, we're gonna see Ying banned out from onsite. Uh, not really sure why they would ban her. Nothing really comes to mind. You,
It's
Ryan?
I mean it's fairly smart knowing how X Endangered play. They want to stop those cocktail rushes from Skylight. You smoke everything off, you drop in, you
Hmm.
plant, you just get back out. You hold it from Skylight. Nomad coming out, fairly default ban. Very smart because of where you place nomads on the stairs on Cafe. Yeah,
Hmm.
they're really, really finicky. Malusi just kind of stopping them from slowing down X Endangered's attacks. So we might actually see a few rushes coming in. And finally, Mira, a very, very default ban. She's very, very powerful, especially on that top floor. You can put her Mira just like by the stacks on top white, and then just like open up the rest of the wall, and you can see all the way into piano and lock down all that kind of no man's land area piano. So I think it's gonna be well, I can't say it's a very default ban system. Um, the last three bans are pretty default. That Ying is a smart one from on site. So let's see how this goes. Amaru already picked out by almost time for tea. Here we go.
This is going to be an interesting one. Bar Cocktail will be where we'll go first. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Definitely a more structured and meta lineup than compared to the contrast lineup of X Endangered.
Yeah, they'll probably be playing fairly default. It really depends on how they adapt. They might just stick to playing like this, playing like it's actually a comp league, or they might pull an X Endangered and go with the gold rank style that they love to play. So really, the first couple rounds from on site are going to be what you usually see. We're really looking to X Endangered to kind of bring the weird and bring the wacky for this one.
Definitely can't wait to see what will happen in the next 3 minutes action phase. That's going to be happening right now. Alright. Just reading chat, that's all. Yep, there goes... Oh!
Almost time for tea has already started spin botting. We should probably get a Moss check on that one, admin team.
Possibly.
It looks to be a fairly default start to the round. The hatches are being opened. Things are just kind of going as they would in your standard round, except for Almost, who's kind of posted, waiting for that Heaven Amaru. He's sitting there. He's waiting. He's wanting to do it. He is so tempted.
All that has to happen is for the call to come through, and now he's going to jump in, he's going to get the Maestro, but he gets shot down instantly by Sedox. Onside were definitely not expecting that, and that Maestro got put in a very poor position right there. And not only that, that is a huge kill, because now those Maestro cams will prove to be ineffective. Warden to get one kill, but he's going to get traded out by Aslan. And Sedox to follow up with the kill of his own onto Scipio. Envy now making Angelo fall to the ground. Shots will come out. Starzy will peek, but unfortunately he'll get caught out by Envy. And Onsite will take the first round.
A fairly strange round, and not the kind of orthodox way of what you'd consider strange. It was more of just kind of X Endangered trying to pull off like a cocktail, like a skylight drop plant, but without any smokes, and then just getting immediately cleaned up by Onsite. And ended in a 3v1. Sturksy was just at the bottom of Red Hatch, just kind of going, I don't really know what to do here. So pretty unfortunate for X Endangered. Very, very good plays from Onsite. Very, very good to just kind of like read into that and go, oh, they've married into heaven. They've killed their Maestro, traded, get ready for that skylight drop.
It seems like with each round, the lineups just get stranger and stranger. This time we've got Gridlock Amaru, Capital, Glaz, and Maverick.
Oh, wait till you get to the end of the half. It'll look like we're watching 2018 Siege. It'll be
Honestly,
full yellow meta.
That would be a highlight, to say the least.
Oh, I bet it'll happen.
I mean, you're probably...
A standard reading hold coming out from Onsite. Although one thing I have spotted, just by Red Hallway, by the red stairs, the walls are actually reinforced into pillar. So, not there, just like by the red stairs. Science. Yeah, those ones.
Oh.
I haven't seen that before, or at least, yeah, no, I've never seen that before. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. It's certainly interesting. I can't tell from this perspective whether they've extended up top, but I don't think it's gonna matter for X Endangered's plans. They have extended up top, full reinforcements, meat jammers, the works. So it looks to be a hell rush straight into reading for X Endangered. Let's see when this one goes.
Alright, and now 3 members of X Endangered are gonna rush straight in. They're gonna take out Scipio taking out Orbit. Now it's gonna get a little bit more calm. Angelo taking some damage, almost peeking at the wrong time. He's gonna get down, but not taken out just yet. And now it seems like Onsite have almost trapped X Endangered in their own site. Sammy is now gonna break the silence with the kill of his own. It's gonna get refragged by Scipio. Aslan is gonna take 1. Sedox with 2 to close it out, however. And Onsite bring it home once again.
A very, very good retake from Onsite there, as you explained while doing that play-by-play. Onsite kind of trapped X Endangered inside of that reading area. Anyone who stepped outside it just died immediately. I think a bit of an overextension from some of their players, kind of extending into that 90 area in the central hallway of the first floor.
Yeah.
I think if they just like held it down, went for the plant, and just kind of held post plant positions, they probably would have been a little more successful. But then, who knows if they're even going for the plant? Who knows if that's even their plan? They might just be running in there trying to get 5 kills.
I mean, maybe. Honestly, again, we have no clue what we're gonna see here. However, round 3, we'll be moving to this time to the bottom floor, kitchen, and well, I just call it kitchen, but I know other people call it kitchen and something. It seems like Endangered just are waiting outside this double door with their drones. Seems like they're trying to get a peek on the inside. I don't know, maybe they're saving their drones for something, whatever that something could be. I have really no idea.
Yeah, it looks to be a bit of a more orthodox push. They've tried the rushes, they've tried the weird stuff, and they've gone right. Okay, now we're just gonna go for a kind of default take. The Jaeger of Envy just gets absolutely clapped off the face of the earth by who was that? It was Angelo with the M249 on Capitol.
Now they're going to begin to make that push with the Monty there. Just a few pings going out. That's going to be somebody from X Endangered to get down. Sedox to finish up Angelo, getting revenge for his teammate there. That Monty will continue to hold that doorway while Aslan's going to try and get rid of him. He's going to pop his first smoke, which will make the Monty back away. More utility is now going to get thrown onto the defensive hold of Onsite. Starksy just making work with that Kali there. He's not... doesn't know that Sedox is there though. So this could possibly cost him. That's going to be the second smoke canister to come out. From Aslan, as he continues to battle with that Monty.
I think the big issue here is Angelo getting picked up first. He was the only one with a hard breaching device, and he was kind of the key to the round. And right now, X Endangered are stalling out. They don't know what to do. Oh no, actually, Angelo has opened up the site. Never mind. So they are just straight up stalling out. Just kind of trying to find a pick, trying to find man advantage, and it's not really working. Smoke is absolutely ruining them. 2 kills within prep. One from Bakery, one shooting into Bakery, and then one somebody pushing prep, and almost just decides that it is time to die for him. He must go. His people need him, and therefore, well, he goes. He dies.
Yeah, I mean that spin is basically a confirmation of yes, I admit I'm basically done here. There's no way for me to win this one out.
I think the issue there was I think it was X Endangered kind of stalling out of going, we've got this bakery control, what do we do now? and they had to just send it somewhere. They had to go, right, this is the plan. We're gonna push here. We're gonna get a kill. We're gonna plant. Or we're gonna get a kill. We're gonna get another kill, and then we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna plant. Either way, they needed to get a bit more control inside of sight, especially to clear that smoke out. Aslan absolutely just he slowed down the Montagna. Got 2 picks, 3 picks actually. He got the final kill on the Montagna. So I think they just kind of stalled out that round, and they need to be a little more decisive next time.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna wanna look to sort of improve from that kitchen push there. However, we will be going back to the site that started it all off, Bar Cocktail. Yeah, I'm just trying to find something. Oh, that's an interesting placement for the drone. I just realized that. I have never seen anyone pull that off. But somehow that drone had did it.
Oh,
Do we know whose drone that was?
I'm not quite sure. It's a fairly simple placement to do. You just kind of jump across the balconies from under New Hatch.
I mean, it's definitely a creative placement to say the least.
Oh,
I mean, it can gather a lot of info. It's almost like a default cam. Only though.
I believe it's right under the defender's default cam actually.
Possibly. Yeah, I think just almost though. It's gonna draw first blood for this round with a kill onto orbit. Not quite sure where exactly he got that from, but now he's gonna look to peek from below, which isn't a particularly smart idea. Luckily, nobody was there, and almost will be able to live his life for the foreseeable future. If he just holding an angle, not getting too aggressive. Zaslan stuck. He might go to battle here. He will. It's gonna be a trade, but Onsite is just gonna get the 2 kills there at the end. Scipio is gonna knife it down Sammy, and now it's gone down to a 2v2. Scipio has the diffuser, and he's gonna begin to plant, almost looking for a up, but he's gonna get shot down by Sedox, who got downed. Now it's come down to the 1v1. Scipio hasn't actually gotten the diffuser down, so Onsite actually have the advantage here. But then again, they do have 1 minute 17. Now that might not seem like a lot of time to the average viewer, but it's a hell of a lot of time in Siege. And now Scipio is actually gonna indeed go for that plant. That wall is reinforced, so he can't go for the wall bank there. And the 45 seconds will commence. Envy and Scipio now locked into the battle. He's gonna go for the rotate, but he doesn't have enough bullets in the gun, and that's gonna be Scipio winning it out and winning X Endangered their first round.
I'm pretty sure. Who is that? Sedox? I'm pretty sure whoever was playing the Jaeger. I think he believed. Envy. I believe Envy thought he had either downed or killed the IQ. I wasn't actually looking at the bullets. He might have run out. But it looked to me like he thought he killed him, and then and Scipio just went, no, you have not, and shut down that round. Finally, a round on the board for X Endangered. 3-1 now. Although this is very, very defender-sided, I feel like X Endangered could be doing a little bit better. However, I have been incredibly critical of them over the past 4 rounds. So I want to see some good come out of X Endangered's attacks here.
And if I remember correctly, you did say if this goes on, we might be looking at Siege in 2018. Well, wouldn't you know, they bring out a lion, which is something I haven't seen in pro play since, I believe, the odd strategy in 2019. But that's like it.
You occasionally see him on Coastline. Well, I say occasionally. He's fairly frequented on Coastline. Just
other than that,
heavy and movement heavy that map is. But you rarely see him outside of that unless you're pulling a rush. They kind of did this yesterday's game on Oregon against Esports Wales, where they just slowly pulled out more and more weird, unorthodox stuff. It was really, really interesting to watch. So I want to see Scipio on the Nook, sneaking up some stairs. I want to see Almost running in. I want to see Lions Cans. I want to see on-site gaming be incredibly uncomfortable with the way X Endangered are playing.
And look at this, Almost is already in the site, and on-site seem to have no idea about this. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Envy is gonna get a very nice wallbang onto Almost, possibly through a cam or something of the like.
That had to be a cam.
Probably.
It might have been
yeah.
like bullet hole, but I think it looked like he was just spraying through.
I mean, they only have default cams at their disposal because Jaeger didn't bring his bulletproof, neither did Frost. So, but probably the bullet hole because I don't think any default cameras reach out onto those red stairs. However, Warden now is going to begin his recon work with the drone. He might just sniff out the defenders that are hiding in Cigar Lounge. So they're going to look to do something about that. That's going to be the first lion charge to go off as Oni is going to go through that broken reinforcement. Envy, though, is going to clean it up real nicely, and X Endangered find themselves to be in a pretty uncomfortable spot now. Orbit and Sedox following up 2 kills of... He's going to leave Starzy to clutch it out, but he won't do none of that as it's going to be a flawless for the side of Onsite.
One thing I noticed there is look at the drone economy for X Endangered. They had, I think, 2 drones between them. By the time they all dropped Red Hatch, and that really, really became a detriment to when they tried to push into Minibar, push into Red. Especially Envy hiding in that rat spot just behind the speaker, waiting for somebody to walk through, waiting to swing on them. Brilliant play by Onsite. Endangered, their style of play is just not working for them. I doubt they care though, to be honest. I bet they're having tons of fun with it.
Yeah, probably.
So,
no, sorry, go on.
They have a Twitter called no context hentai babes, which I'm not allowed to say, but I'm plugging the Twitter because it's very, very hilarious. Which is just them and their team just saying the weirdest kind of things without context. If you're looking for some entertainment, you're bored, you're on Twitter, go check that out.
This game kind of reminds me, if you blow your minds back to the 2020 Invitational BDS versus Fnatic. I believe it was the losers semi-final, quarter-final, something like that. Fnatic were on the losing end, I remember, but on the final map, Consulate, they just had a lot of fun. And I mean, they did lose, but granted, it provided some extreme entertainment. And I'm sure the boys over at Fnatic had a lot of fun when they played that game. So I think this is very reminiscent of that game.
We see it does appear that they're pushing X Endangered are pushing above. I think they'll probably get that dining hatch open right there and try and drop down. Aslan is sitting outside VIP. You would usually see like one of the walls being opened and then feet holes to watch that hatch drop. I don't think it's like that now. It doesn't matter because Aslan has fallen off back to site, ready to hold down. I feel like Onsite might have just a tiny bit of a read on them and kind of know what's going on. As we see 2 of their players, Sammy and Xerox, kind of prepared for the flank, both on the same side of the map, but just on different floors.
Oh my goodness! What a that was a group drop, and I mean it's not proving to bode them well in any way, shape, or form. Leaving Warden, the last one, on his feet, almost still alive.
It's a 1v1.
Downed. Oh, it is. So it did kind of work out in their favor. That's going to be Sammy to throw a C4. It won't
2v1
connect,
now.
however. And it is indeed a 2v1. You're right. Aslan is still down. And Sammy, I'm not sure if he's in a position to res him.
He has the
now
defuse
because...
there.
Oh.
He could just say here and hold.
This could be a very powerful position though, but X and Danger do have a minute and 12 seconds to try and retake that diffuser. But it might not be as much about the diffuser as it will about taking out the Mozzie. X Endangered almost losing out on that gunfight, but luckily Warden was there to refrag. That's the advantage of having that extra man in the 2v1 situation.
I honestly think Sammy had that because although it was a 2v1, he had the complete health advantage. Even like both of those players' healths combined weren't as much as Sammy on full health. So I honestly think he had that. I think maybe playing a little too aggressive on the red stairs. He got one kill, and we see the half now. Let's look at some of the stats. Negative KDs, all the KPR, sorry, for every single player on X Endangered. While we see Zedox carrying with a KPR, 100% cost, so that is complete impact, and a 1.67 kills per round. That is insane. Also, a bit of a team beta with the most refrags as well. Speaking of team baiting, Warden, the most refrags for anyone in the lobby. He's just kind of sitting there waiting for his teammates to die so he can grab those trades, as we saw last round as well, actually.
Scipio is gonna just open those windows, like, and throw his cams out there.
That is what I was talking about. The aggressive piano jump outs. I would be damned if I don't see some of those on this defense half.
I mean, you clearly know this team better than I do, and honestly, the way you're describing these tactics that I'm sure that they have pulled before, I'm just really excited to see them, and maybe they might execute them here. But Stuzzy, he's just gonna be up there. They've already opened the hatch for them. But
it's the pulse, repel, and then the C4 trick. So as soon as they get close enough, Sturksy's gonna lob a C4 out, and Sammy has already run into this. They know. Sturksy's throwing the C4 out anyway because screw it, why not? And Scipio's there with a second C4 if they really want to.
Might just be the horn to signify that the war is on. You know, the
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Warhorn. Yes.
Yeah, Warhorn, exactly. Yep. Maybe that's what that C4 was.
Did Envy get up there?
His
body's by bathroom. Doesn't matter though, because a bit of action's already coming out. Zedox taking out almost inside of Cigar Shop. They've now taken that kind of red mini bar area. A trade though from Scipio.
He's gonna continue to work his way into that Cigar Shop. 2v2 now as Sammy takes out Angelo. And X Endangered look to be in, I'd say, in a more than comfortable spot. I mean, on-site are the ones attacking right now, of course. So X Endangered seem to have a fair bit of control, considering their lack of men. But that shouldn't really stop them from getting any impact here. But these players are getting dangerously close to Scipio. Something could come out here. The nade to just check, but it's not gonna hit. As Scipio is gonna get Sammy, and Angelo actually walking into a frost trap. Oh my goodness, science going crazy.
Oh no!
No.
As
The
Angelo says
Pogma.
in chat, yes, the Pogma, also very impactful in yesterday's game. But it's just the way the orbit just kind of gingerly steps around it. I don't think he even noticed. He was too focused on what was happening around him to look down at his feet and step on it. Or was it Aslan who was playing the ace? My apologies. But yeah, no. Pogma again, a Caveira being brought out from almost. This is the stuff you'll see time and time again with X Endangered. They'll really just try and tilt you until that team environment in your it's almost psychological. I doubt it's intentional because it's a mean to Sturksy. He's gonna prophesizing he's gonna have a massive impact. Time will tell. My guess is a spawn kill. So either my bets are he kills 2 to 3 people, or he immediately gets one tapped by the likes of Envy or Sedox.
Honestly, I've forgotten I'm watching a league game, honestly. If you told me right now that I was casting a show match, I would honestly believe you, because the things X Endangered are pulling off. And I mean, it's kind of working for them. Maybe not most of the time, but at times it's working for them, and it shows. Scoreboard 4-3, right?
4-3, yeah. I'm expecting a bit of a comeback. It happened last game. I think it'll happen this game. I think I'm not gonna say I was wrong to doubt X Endangered, but honestly, their chances are looking a little bit better than they did on the attack half.
Angelo, just sort of making his way around this reception area. As it seems like somebody has already been tricked by an alibi there, as you can hear the pings. I'm not quite sure who that was though. As Onsite look to already be in Bakery, they're gonna begin to open up that wall. Not even a full minute has passed, and they're already beginning to make some kind of push, or at least a warning. Envy opening it up with a kill onto Warden. 5v4 now. Scipio's gonna look to take out Drone. He just misses it. Drone doesn't get to him. Sturzy holding an angle. 2 walls, I believe that is. So Aslan will have to be aware of that orbit taking some massive damage. The Maestro Cam will be pinged, so Envy will be looking to take that out with his Ash charges. He has got 2 of them, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem for him. However, there are people holding angles. Scipio's gonna get 1 kill onto Aslan, and another one onto Sammy. X Endangered now flipping this round on its head. Onsite really should be winning this, but I mean, they're not, which is interesting. And Envy again, Scipio's gonna increase that man disadvantage. Scipio with a ace actually, a triple to finish it off, but he gets the ace.
There's a lot of things you shouldn't do. You shouldn't dive headfirst into a volcano. Should poke a stick. Poke a stick with a bear. I was about to say poke a bear with a stick. That's my dyslexia coming through. And on the lines of poking a bear with a stick, you don't push Scipio when he's got a Maestro. When he's playing Maestro, apparently that Bakery hold just being all him. Mowing them down with that 80 round Alda. That thing is just broken.
Yeah, Scipio is showing his insane dominance on that Maestro, and he's gonna go with it again to maybe produce some similar results for this time round, and maybe X Endangered will take the lead. I mean, again, if Onsite lose this isn't that big of a loss for them, but they'll be leaving their PCs, like you said, very tilted and very annoyed if they do lose.
Yeah, I think thank the Lord for this you have predicted it, Gora. The team environment inside of Onsite will be just absolutely on fire. Just from what you can see in the chat. Oh my lord! This is the second team that you can see is that I've personally seen be tilted by the way X Endangered play. I doubt it'll be the last.
Yeah, I mean, the molding, we can feel it through the screens. Endangered is the true test. It's really fun to look at chat from time to time, the in-game chat.
Oh yeah, especially when
it can definitely kind of. Sorry, say that again.
Especially when Sturksy's playing, like the things that man says is just pure hilarity. On the cap cannon, something I said yesterday is he plays a lot of cap cannon glass. Sturksy, the pride of Mother Russia. So we'll see that again as he pushes aggressively into Piano, trying to look for a pick.
Yeah, and there goes Sedox, almost losing his life to him, as he's just gonna hold those red stairs. You know, he's gonna rush in aimlessly. Sturksy though says hello, catches Sedox off guard and takes him out. Angelo with a triple actually this time round, and Aslan is the last man standing. He's gonna get the one onto Angelo, but it won't matter because Oni is there to refrag, and Next in Danger take the lead. On site are out of their minds. They have been caught completely off guard. They have been tricked. They have been backstabbed, and quite possibly they have been bamboozled. X Endangered are looking to be in a hell of a spot right now.
We saw it again. I'm gonna say every single round. We saw this yesterday of the team playing against X Endangered going right. Orthodox isn't working. Let's try unorthodox, and because they're not used to playing unorthodox like X Endangered are, they get cut down, right? And it really proceeds to tilt them because they go, well, what did we do? We've tried orthodox. We've tried playing weird. You know, how do we win? So Blackbeard is being pulled out by Orbit in hopes of maybe tilting X Endangered back, but you can't tilt the tilters. It's impossible. So I think I honestly think that this might be the final swan song for Onsite in this game, unless they can either pull this round or the next round back.
I mean, trying to counter this really is a Herculean task, especially when you're on the attack, because in my opinion, it just feels like you kind of have less options to kind of thwart this monkey playstyle almost. No.
Scipio, Shaiko leaning with a spawn peek on Piano, but
Ooh, just missed him though. He's gonna look back because he heard the shots, and Orbit is actually gonna take a few hits to the body, but none of those will hit his head, and he'll move on to live the rest of his life for the rest of the round. Or maybe he'll get cut down prematurely, who knows. But Onsite will continue. That looked to be a play. Sorry, I'm tripping up here. Almost living up to his name by almost getting a kill, a C4 kill onto that repellent. And also he has the shotgun, I just realized.
oh, he's had the shotgun this entire time.
Oh, and he's gonna go for the run out onto Orbit. Oh my goodness, that worked way too well from him. He's gonna get caught out by the Claymore though, but it doesn't really even matter. He's already made the statement. He's already done what he set out to do, and to him, his death is only a bug bite.
It doesn't matter if Orbit has a face shield, right? If almost just runs out and just body shots him with a shotgun, like Orbit must be molding after that one. They get the trade, but it doesn't matter. Sedox taking out Oni Warden. Or I don't know where he is, but a cat and mouse game from Angelo and Envy. Envy decides to give up the ghost and leave that chase. Angelo just chilling out below. Scipio on back cocktail and Sturksy inside bathroom, all poised to take out this default plan. And Envy gets pogmatted.
The same placement. The same placement. How? How do you get fooled? I mean, did they know they had a frost? I mean,
I don't think X Endangered are not the kind of people to six pick. They knew they had a frost. Maybe they forgot it in the heat of the moment. Envy's just prepared to take out Angelo on the flank, but Angelo doesn't get. Gets two for his troubles, taking out both the entry fraggers and leaving Sammy to just die. Sturty, 2 on the round as well, as he swings onto Piano and just smacks the shoulder with that UMP9.
X Endangered are defacing everything that Onsite is known for in the span of an hour.
I would be so annoyed if I was on site. You are 6-4 down. At
Who
this
wouldn't?
point, it is a loss. It is a loss.
Who wouldn't be?
X Endangered have lulled you into a false sense of security by giving you a 3-0 lead, right? You haven't won a round. How many, like, I can't remember when they last won a round, but it has been a while. It has been a long while. Orbit bringing up the BB again. Angelo and Stoutsy complaining about it again, but I doubt it'll matter. I doubt it will actually impact anything. Speaking of impact, Sepio impacts a bench at the start of at the start of the round. I don't know if that's for some sort of gadget placement or nice shot is stated by
Nice shot on the
Science. Or I doubt it'll be for some sort of gadget placement. It's probably just a misclick, as we see more impactful rotations, you could say, onto the red wall. I'd like X Endangered are playing with their food right now. This is not fair. Like, come on, stop it. They're already dead.
Basically, oh my! I mean, I'm just thinking about the fans right now. I mean, none of this is out of their control right now. When their favorite team, because I'm talking about the on-site fans. I mean, they must be absolutely furious.
Oh, definitely. Where are X Endangered on the leaderboard? Just
Oh, let's see. I can't wait to see this.
The league table, because I want to see the placement for the set to get 6-4 to 7-4, because I'm predicting they win this round. Right now, that's it. I have changed my mind. I've completely defected to the X Endangered side. I should have never have doubted them in the slightest, and I never will doubt them again. So we're seeing a 7-4. It's happening. So for
I
the
mean, let's. No, sorry, go on.
Oh, I mean, for the second best team to get beat this hard and this disrespectfully by a team lower down in the bracket, I don't know how low down that is. To be fair, they could be the 4th or something. So I think it's just remarkable.
I mean, let's say Endangered through some godforsaken miracle, they managed to get into the playoffs.
Oh please, please! I still want to see it. I would actually pay money to see it. No match fixing, please don't ban me. But I would pay money to watch them if they got to the finals or the playoffs. Sorry.
I mean, the management over of Reflex, I think their pupils have turned into $signs, but Sturksy is going to open up onto Envy, and that's just going to add a bit of insult to injury. Orbit going in. I think he just got pinged by the Alibi as well. Of course, it's Scipio on that Alder, on that Maestro, and he's just trying to tear through that attack. Sturksy and almost actually losing their life. Almost
Sadly,
losing
won't
it
be
to
able to see an
Sam.
ace from Sepio because Starksy got the first pick onto Envy from that long angle from Bakery. But it doesn't matter because it looks like the vast majority of onsite have been injured. Revive for Orbit, but 2 players on low health and 1 player on full health. Actually, now they have man advantage, and I stand corrected. Immediately traded out by Warden. Bakery.
Warden is just there on those vertical angles, leaving Angelo by himself. He's gonna light up Aslan on fire, but Sammy's gonna get him, and it's gonna be down to Warden to try and get back to site as fast as possible and deny the plant here.
This is gonna be very difficult.
That's Sammy on the prone there, just waiting for him to jump through there, but Warden gets a premonition of that, and he's just gonna take prep this time around. Sammy and Aslan both on lower health. Warden is on 100. I say that I speak too soon as he gets taken down to 20. And the diffuser, 25 seconds and counting. He's gonna have to make this work. He does get one onto Sammy. Will he get the last one on Aslan? Though, but he can't find it. Aslan comes out with the flash. He's gonna throw
He
the
needs
other one
7 seconds to
through
defuse.
as well. 10 seconds left. Can he get it? He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't have time to defuse. He can only get this kill, which he does. But onside are gonna.
Curse.
Sorry?
It's the curse's curse. I said it.
I-
I hard predicted that X Endangered would win this round, and it's stolen away by Onsite through sheer frags and maybe a bit of slight over aggression on X Endangered's part, but not to fear, because they'll take this round. X Endangered are winning this map. It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. I mean, onsite. Onsite. They looked very last. I mean, last time they played this map, they looked very strong. I mean, Ignite aren't a bad team by any stretch of the imagination. So, I mean, beating them 7-2, I'd say that's a decent statement. But I mean, Endangered are just playing on another level, and onsite have no idea. They may have some idea, but at the end of the day, it's just a light, a small light in a vast cave. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I understand. If we just look at the kills right now, from what we can see, we see Warden top fragging for the Scipio actually down at the bottom there on the Maestro, top fragging for the team with a 1.45. Warden coming close with 10 kills, coming just beside him, and then Angelo 1 kill away from double digits. We still have quite low cost on the side of X Endangered, while Xerox is currently the only person on site to be going positive.
Almost. Looks to be trying to catch someone on onsite out, but onsite. Oh, he does get it! Sammy tried to peek the peeker, but as you all know, that can only ever go two ways. Either he dies or you dies, and in this case, it's gonna be Sammy. Wow, that is. I'm speechless.
Almost had a chance to almost lose that, pun intended, but he ends up taking the pick onto Sammy, and that early pick might just be the key to winning this round. It won't do much. They still got the Maverick. They've still got the hard breach. They can still get Bakery open, but it's that tilt effect of Sammy getting spawn peeked and him kind of like. You can see if a player gets spawn peeked, they might sit silently, they might get a little tilted. They're currently trying to take the Kai down on Bakery. It's placed in a really, really finicky position. Orbit just trying to see if he can get a line of sight, then decides to nade it. A C4 flies out, finds no one. 1 minute 40 on the round.
Orbit's not gonna hit that nade that was meant to eliminate the electrocution there from Kaid's electrical, but Sturksy is gonna go for the flank. He's gonna get one, but get instantly shot down. Also, Scipio, grabbing 1 kill as well. This puts onsite into a 2v4 situation, and X Endangered are sitting on a throne in terms of their comfortability of winning this round. That wasn't a word, I think I just made that up, but only getting a kill onto Aslan. It's just down to Orbit, who gets absolutely defaced by Scipio with the headshot, and X Endangered come away with the win here with one of the most entertaining games that I think I've seen in a while.
I should have never doubted them at all.
Never.
It was a 7-5. I got that right. However, it was for the wrong team. At the end of that,
Yeah.
At the end of that, Envy goes positive as well on the scoreboard, but it doesn't matter because it looks to be Endangered's win. That unorthodox style, that way of just absolutely tilting the enemy team, just working so potently. I think they've almost got it down to a science at this point.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just still speechless. What I've just witnessed.
We have a second map to do. Is that correct, Gora?
Sorry.
We have a second map to do as well.
Yes, we do have a second game that is going to be, I believe, Ignite Esports versus Zocro Moment. We're gonna take a quick break in the meantime between the two games. So, we'll see you then.
Don't go anywhere, lads.
I'm far from home, no place to go, but I don't feel cold. I've been so blind, just lost my mind, but all I have lost I find. Your face reminds me of these games, the memories don't erase. I'll never be the same anymore, I'm on the highest top with no control. And you down, I open my eyes, do you remember me? I carried on through all of these years, you've been my fantasy. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who It's who I am. It's who One billion reasons in the stars. In prison, deep within my heart. It's written on my face that I'm just as afraid. These scars I can't erase, 'cause I need you to know who I am. Want you to understand. It's who I am. Want you to understand. It's who I am. Who I am. 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 I know it's easy to get lost in yesterday, to bring back all these things. I know you love them, I know you love them, but I know that I can try again to warm your heart. Please understand, things don't stay forever. We say we want to make a change. I must admit it feels a little strange to see it in a different. And even if it passes by, this isn't how we say goodbye. Just until next time. There's nothing wrong with shedding tears to make sure that your side is clear and bring to light all your silly fears.
It's terrific. I'm so proud of you.
just when you forgot. Maybe take the time to stop and cherish what we have instead of missing what we had. You only notice when it's gone because to satisfy what you long for, you will have to try again to fill your heart. Please understand, things don't stay forever. You know you've got to make a change. You must admit it feels a little strange to see it in a different way. And even when it passes by, that wasn't how you said goodbye. Just until next time, you'll still be through the falling tears. And now you know your side is clear. Bring to light all your silly fears. I was thinking that maybe when you get back, you could come with me. Fuck work, fall in love right now and spend all our money. Jump with me. Jump with me. I've been feeling it buzzing in my fingertips. Wanna try you out. Get lost, get far away, and do what we wanna do now. Jump with me. Jump with me. Jump with me. Jump And I know the odds are always stacked against us. Even though we're young and trying to baby don't get no. And I know but you'll always stay close to my heart. Spinning me around. When I pushed, you pulled me closer, so I wouldn't fall down. And now I just count the waves of your warm embrace. When you made it a little bit lighter, when I was tumbling into the dark. But you'll always stay close to my heart. We lost everything, but you'll always stay close to my heart. Oh, you'll always stay close to my heart. Oh, you'll always stay close to my heart.
Why does it always seem like I'm moving backwards? Caught up in a dream, everybody's actor. Why does it always seem like people change faces and nothing is real? Oh yeah. And you know I see better days. Yeah, you know I've been through some things. Yeah, I've been sending prayers through the roof. Oh, truth. Yeah. Don't need all the answers, just tell me what life is for. One day I'ma wake up with a reaper at the door. Don't need all the answers, just say anything at all. I've been praying for a minute, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, don't need all the answers, just tell me what life is for. One day I'ma wake up with a reaper at the door. Don't need all the answers, just say anything at all. I've been praying for a minute, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, yeah. I've been waiting on your call. Oh, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, I've been praying for a minute, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been so patient with you, don't you know? I've been so down with you, and you know it. You never come around, and I show it. Just give me one chance right now, and I won't blow it. Oh, and you know I see better days. Yeah, you know I've been through some things. at the door. Don't need all the answers, just say anything at all. I've been praying for a minute, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, don't need all the answers, just tell me what life is for. One day I'ma wake up with a reaper at the door. Don't need all the answers, just say anything at all. I've been praying for a minute, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, I've been waiting on you, waiting on you. Yeah, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, I've been waiting on your call. Been waiting on your call right now. I wanna hear your voice somehow, voice somehow. Yeah. I've been waiting on your call. Oh. We used to think our words were gold, that our blinded hearts could withstand cold. We were catching diamonds in the rain, letting precious water through the drain. Stars were dancing in their light, paths that we could never write. Oh, they were dancing way up high. We built these walls so we could find who could prove themselves to the waves of time. We're trying to repent before you sin. It's like giving up before you begin. Stars were dancing in their light, paths that we could never write. Oh, they were dancing way up high. Stars were dancing in their light, future we will never write. Dirt on our feet was bone dry, it was bone dry. Thought another goal is all we needed. Taking second chances till we bleed. And when all love had been depleted, we had but no choice to concede. As the stars were dancing in their light, paths that we could never run. Oh, they were dancing way I'm lost and numb, cold to the touch. I pretend like I don't remember your name. Every masterpiece turns to blasphemy. When I close my eyes, yeah, I still see your face. We were the thunder and the lightning, burning fire that started from a spark. I would spend you just to watch you twirl. It was us against the world. You were the rain falling on my skin. Yeah, I was dying when you pulled me in. I was your rebel and you were my girl. It was us against the world. I was your rebel and you were my girl. It was us against the world. Yeah, I'm pale and gray, all dust and fade. When I call for you, all I hear back is pain. Every song must end, even diamonds fade. When the darkness comes, I'll count up my mistakes. We were the thunder and the lightning, burning fire that started from a spark. I would spend you just to watch you twirl. It was us against the world. You were the rain falling on my skin. Yeah, I was dying when you pulled me in. I was your rebel and you were my girl. It was us against the world. I was your rebel and you were my girl. It was us against the world. I had the roses, but never your heart. I lived a dream, now I'm in the dark. Oh, 'cause you ran away and took my life, and so ripped me to pieces. Just let it all go. My heart was on fire, but you let me burn. You got me higher, now there's no return. Oh, you took my heart, you took my soul. Rip me to pieces, let it all go.
Alrighty, everyone, welcome back. We will be covering now the second and final game for the day, which is Ignite Esports and Zoacro Moment. This is, of course, day 2 of the final week before playoffs, aka week 5. Um, run us down some facts
Uh,
from the teams, please.
being quite new to the league, I'm not too sure about these two teams. I was only really quite familiar with X Endangered because I'd casted a game beforehand. But just looking at the names in these lobbies, from what I know, this will be a pretty good game. It's a fight for third place. Um, so we're probably going to see a bit of a barn burner coming out, uh, because it's two close teams. Whoever wins gets third. Obviously, fight for third place. On Cafe again. So I'm really excited to see how this goes.
Yeah, me too. Of course, we are your casters for today. Me, Goodal, and Ryan, who came on such short notice because we were running short on casters. Um, I have some notes written down here for the two teams. Of course, for Ignite, they beat Proximity very convincingly 7-2 on this map, actually, which I believe was their last game. Of course, if Ignite win, they solidify themselves into the playoffs, and I believe both teams here would will definitely be looking to, of course, save their strategies possibly for the playoffs, considering that they are at this stage now. Of course, a few days ago, uh, we didn't really think we were gonna see these two teams here, but uh, now so is the case. So.
Well, I'm incredibly excited to see how this goes. Um, I think just again based off names from people I've seen in like league qualifiers perform. I know Mitchell's pretty good. Steno, I think we're gonna see Dilly pop off maybe. I'm really excited to see how this is gonna go.
Yeah, me too. I think we might be ready to start the game. Is that correct?
I believe, yeah, I believe we will be starting soon. Couple technical issues to be fixed, and then we'll get right into it. On Cafe Doskroevsky, we're going to see Zoacro Moment attacking first and Ignite Esports on the defense. I'm expecting you standard 4-2 half, but you know what? We could see some close rounds inside of there. Hell, we could even see a 3-3 split at the end of the first half. What do you think?
Well, I think Ignite. I mean, Ignite have a very good track record on Cafe coming into this match. Of course, um, they did. I think most of the times they won on they played this map. They won apart from one loss against Onsite, I believe. And of course, the most recent game against Proximity, they won pretty convincingly, 7-2. And of course, I'm really excited to see what they bring this time round. Maybe we'll see something similar. Maybe Zoacro managed to get a peek at that VOD. So maybe some strategies will get counted here.
It'd be very interesting to see. We're gonna look at the banner phase first before I start asking about predictions. Ignite are
Mhm.
going to ban out Thatcher for their defense. They really want to hold on to Pixel. We might see a bakery hold off of this. Both of which can be Thatchered from the roof. You can get rid of ADSs. You can get rid of Wamais. So it'll be very interesting to see because they obviously want to hold on to those harder spots. A ban from Zoacro is about to come out. Maverick, they don't, once they get onto the defensive half, they really don't want Bakery to be entered into by the looks of that. Um, I think it's a band you can play around. They'll probably go for freezer takes. It mainly affects Bakery, because you don't really need it on top floor or reading. We're about to see Zoacro's defensive ban. Mira, a default ban. She's strong on Cafe, especially on that top floor and especially on the reading top floor holds. And the final ban from Ignite Esports, a ban for their own
Oh
side,
my.
a ban on Wamai, actually kind of contradicting my last point about their first ban of they want to hold on to the stronger points. They might still want to do that, but they're just going to decide to forego that extra protection from the grenades.
I believe Wamai was also their ban 2 days ago when they went up against Proximity on CAF.
Well, then obviously they are confident with that Wamai, a fairly default setup from. Actually, now looking at it, Blackbeard and Doc picked on either side of the either side of the teams, along with an Oryx from Max. It looks like they want to do some sort of extended roam, possibly a flank. Blackbeard just to kind of get that toxicity in, play around those windows, play Skylight. It'll be really, really interesting to see how this gets done.
This is something we've actually seen Ignite do many times before on this map. Pull out the Doc and Oryx combo, and it actually proved to be pretty effective in their last game. Not so effective against on-site, but they definitely made modifications to the strategy 2 days ago, and I mean it showed. They won the game, so they'll definitely be looking to do something similar here. And of course, you do have the Doc who can heal the Oryx, because as you all know, Oryx does indeed lose health whenever he smashes through a wall, like the I forgot his name. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Action phase will now commence as the attackers begin to make their way.
Just as we wait for the attackers to make their way on top of the roof and for the action to really get started, I want to bring up the community vote here. An overwhelming majority of support in Ignite Esports. So the Twitter poll was 89%, 89, yes, well 80.9, but round that up because 0.1% is, not that much.
No.
So 89% in favor of Ignite Esports and 67% on Twitch with 52k channel points being betted onto that.
Yeah, Zokro really looking to make an impact very quickly onto the round. He's going to be going in. Suspended will actually be taking out Max C, as it seems like Stino, I think, is already in Cigar along with Hennas and another member of Zokro. So they have pretty firmly taken control of the main two Cigar areas. Seems like Stino is going to get exposed by a proximity mine. Ignite aren't going to act upon the information though. However, they will keep it in mind as Mitchell is just going to play off of those white stairs, see what he can do here. He's just going to wait for somebody to peek out and give a few crossfires. Gorni getting a little bit of health taken off there as more gunfights ring out into the distance. But Suspended is finally going to break the standoff there. Mitchell coming in with a trade, Robustin taking out Toxic, and it's going to turn into a 4v2 here, but Robustin is down, so technically 3v2, now 3v1. Diffuser, 45-second countdown begin. Cryptic seems to take his first gunfight, but he'll lose it, and Suspended will win his team of the round.
Okay, a very frag heavy round from both sides. Suspended on that Blackbeard really having a big impact. So actually a bit of a mistake during the process of making this playlist by Observer. However, the teams don't really care about it. They have decided, gentlemen's agreement, just play on. It's okay. Let's go. It seems to be unanimous throughout the entire lobby. So we'll see the next round come out. It seemed like a slight bit of a roll from Zoacro moment. I feel like maybe those channel points and those polls were slightly misplaced by the supporters and the fans of Ignite Esports. just based off that first round, a 3K coming out from suspended. But we'll see what happens this round. They've decided to return to top floor to bar a cocktail, hoping to maybe do a couple things a bit differently and change a few things up and hopefully try and hit the win. But honestly, we'll see.
I mean, the Doc and Oryx combo is coming out yet again, so not too much. Actually, a very similar lineup overall is being brought back, so there's not much. There's not too much being changed there to the main
I don't
strategy
think anything's
itself.
being changed actually now looking at the operators.
Yeah. I mean, the setups also. I mean, I'm just getting deja vu right now. Of course, we see Mitchell here on the Valkyrie. Of course, we've seen this very aggressive style of Valkyrie played 2 days ago. And it did, of course, work very well in their favor. Zakura's just going to find that bomb, whether they already knew the location of it or not. That main window's going to get broken down, but Suspended just manages to catch out Toxic. And it's going to be the first member of Ignite to be killed.
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Zokura is now going to discover that the diffuser Robustin is going to extend that man lead. Cryptic is going to get some of these C4, but that Ash walking up the stairs is going to meet her demise. Max C taking her out, but Dilly is going to either extend that. Dilly with a double actually coming out. And now Zorak will definitely seem to be in the driving seat here, as we can see they're starting to sandwich him in, sorry, but Leno is going to finish it all.
Yep, again, a very frag-heavy round from Zoacro moment. They're absolutely rolling Ignite. And on attack, you know, a 2-0 lead. You know, theoretically, this could be, you know, they can just sit back and chill because a 4-2 split is very, very default. But, you know, something in me thinks that Zoacro moment are really, really wanting to go a little bit further. Maybe get a 4-2 onto the favor of them, or a 3-3 split at least. And I could see it happening, actually. Hell, I could see a 5-1 happening if they keep up this dominance throughout the rest of this half.
Maybe we could very well see that. I think this lead right now might be. I mean, I may be speaking too soon here, but this might be a case of just Zokro doing their homework. They saw Ignite, how Ignite played on Cafe against the 2 recent times that they have done so, and they just adapted to the playstyle that they usually bring.
I think the choice to go down to kitchen was a pretty valid one. A very good idea, just based off the fact that they've been absolutely rolled by Zoacro moment twice in a row. It looks to be some sort of an extended mute room with the dining hatch open and Mozzie and Valk just kind of chilling up there. Malusi's going up as well. It looks to be a triple room with a mute Mozzie combo. With Kides and Mute just kind of chilling out in sight, waiting for their fraggers and their flex players just to kind of do the thing, shoot a couple drones, play the map, fall off, maybe get a kill or 2.
Bomb located by attackers.
So Zorakor is now gonna open up those hatches as every attack sort of starts here on Cafe. You know, those 2 hatches are usually almost always going to get taken out. However, Hen has now heard a few bullets come out, and no, those are not his allies. That was indeed Ignite firing that out. Mitchell is actually going to get downed from, I believe it was Robustin, possibly firing through a wall, possibly some mental game there.
I think it was Steno with the G8 who downed him through the wall, all the way up from heaven.
Oh, alright. Well, it is suspended to open it up anyway. His shield is going to get taken down, but Hennis is going to follow up with a kill of his own. Cryptic falling, and now it's Valkyrie being backed into a corner here. She's going to get taken out, and Zoacro are absolutely pushing it. Full force is down to the Mute, and Kaid of Gorni. Mute Maxi is going to get absolutely taken out, and now it's all on the shoulders of Gorny. He's gonna have to do something here. The attackers are very free to plant. He's just here in Bakery doing his own thing, waiting for somebody to possibly pass him, and this might be his first fight. It's gonna be a trade, and Zoakura are stolen off their flawless, but does it really matter? They've won the round anyway. What's a flawless to them?
Again, just a complete roll. I think a bit of a positioning error from Ignite Esports there. On the top floor, they played really well. They didn't overstay their welcome. But what they did is, I think through no fault of their own, with who was playing the Melusi? I believe it was Mitchell. Just based off the lineup now, Mitchell and the Melusi getting downed, and then Winkle going to, going to revive him. They kind of got trapped in this cocoon of red, and they were trapped there. The attacking team had white search control, they had pillar control. It was a death trap. They were never going to win there. And it's really, really important to position yourself to those fallback points, because you're playing the map, you're gradually falling off. You don't want to die. You don't want to give them the man advantage. If you can't pick one off easily, if you can't get a 70-30 gunfight, right, then you really got to leave. You have to retreat, you have to get back down there. And if you're sitting in reading that has no direct way of leaving, you either have to go through pillar or you have to go cross white stairs, right? Then it...
10 seconds to insert.
Sorry, I've lost my train of thought actually. But it
happens
becomes really, really hard to fall off and to survive and to play the map
Attackers are
correctly.
moving to defuse a bomb.
Oh, sorry, you just cut off there. I thought you were. still
Oh,
talking.
yeah, no, that was my point.
Anyway, so the 3-minute countdown timer will begin as the round commences. But look at this, Zokoro already in sight. However, the first man, Sledge, is gonna get down. The diffuser is also down. Gorny though is gonna misthrow his C4, and it seems like Suspended is the second one to fall, but not before he kills a man of his own. 3 versus 3. Steno, the last man to get a kill in that situation. Toxic now is gonna get absolutely taken out, and Steno now is gonna go for the plant. However, Robustin here and the Melusi are in a firefight here. Robustin trying his best to sort of lock that Melusi out as much as possible and force her to rotate here, leaving the Mozzie all on his own, trying to fend off these 3 attackers. He's not even going to get one as Steno picks up his second of the round. 25 seconds left and counting. Mitchell is just going to get absolutely shredded to pieces by Dilly's AK-47U. And so at Crow are 4-0, I believe, or 3-0.
A remarkable decision for Zoacro there to decide to go, oh, we're not going to let them adapt, because it doesn't matter if they're going to do the same thing. We're just going to directly attack site. They do a triple roam. They have to fall back. We kill 2 people. It's easy. Steno just goes in, claps everyone. So does Suspended. It's just like Steno's doing Steno things, and Suspended's playing Blackbeard. It's really just not fair. It really is just not fair for the likes of Ignite Esports. I don't know what they can do here. They've gone back up to Cocktail. They're 4-0 down. I bet their mental is absolutely shattered at this point. They really need to get a win or two, at least a round, because if they if they like hit a 6-0 split on Cafe, you are screwed. You're not gonna win that map. So they need to get 4-2. They can possibly bring it back in 5-1, but it really is just to kind of see what happens type thing.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm gonna something about last time they played this map again. Ignite the last time they played Cafe. Their defense was actually their strong suit, and now that Zoacro have literally deemed all their defensive strats well, ineffective, then it's kind of like, what can Ignite really do here but wait for them to go on the attack? And even the attack is hard, so I mean, it's kind of, Ignite are definitely they're in a tough position, to say the least. However, Kali here looks to be making a push as Robustin is just gonna stay there from below. Steno's gonna get first, draw first blood. He's gonna draw a double actually to open things up, and Ignite aren't looking too hot right now. Cryptic is gonna manage to get one back, but he's not gonna take the lead in the man advantage. However, it will be Toxic to equalize. Robustin is gonna get one onto Cryptic. Mitchell is gonna trade that one out onto Robustin. Now it's gonna be both silence. So Acro Diffuserless and Ignite are gonna be looking to hold that objective key. As more drone is gonna go about. Oh, there's gonna be some sound there from the proximity mine that was triggered by, I believe it was Henna's. Seems like there's no real flank going on. They're Ignite definitely playing this very passive. Suspended though is gonna get a kill onto Toxic. And Mitchell soon to fall right after. Zoacro are absolutely tearing Ignite apart, and please break us. Please break that down.
It's a lot more of a closer round. Steno runs in, does Steno things, gets 2 kills immediately, straight off the bat. But Zoacro managed to bring it back a little. Especially, I want to point out Mitchell and Toxic Winkle, the last 2 alive, who just kind of held down the fort. Mitchell getting a trade onto Robustin on the Ash below. And then proceeding to come back up. They lose it in the end. Suspended playing Blackbeard, the scummy man. But at the same time, it's winning them the rounds. You know, like
It is.
they're walking. You know, Suspended is 8-1. Steno 7-3 right now. This is just like a masterclass on how to play T-Hunt. It's really quite disgusting to watch.
It is. We're watching a slaughter right now. I mean, honestly, I'm surprised Ignite haven't gone with trap operators at all. I mean, Alibi, yeah, not really. I mean, neither is Mew. Not really a trap. I mean, sure, the gadget does get placed down, but it's not really a trap. Honestly, if I was Ignite, I would be starting to go with trap operators, but they're just really. They're really reliant on this sort of, I don't know what you call it, sort of flexible, I suppose you could say, lineup.
Yeah, it's pretty flexible. It's not exactly util heavy. We don't see much shields. We're seeing a lot of C4s. We're seeing a bulletproof cam so we got 3 C4s, a shield, and 2 bits of information coming in Jaeger's bulletproof cam and Alibi's holograms. Yep. So I think we're gonna see a lot of pings. Also we got Mozzie on the board. I'm an idiot. I didn't spot that. So we've got Mozzie's drones as well, which are actually being used. Oh no, sorry. The orange attacking is getting me messed up. But Cryptic takes out Robustin anyway, despite the help on the drone from what I would believe would be Dilly. As he's on that hard support role. And another one for Cryptid. Toxic gets a 3rd overall for the round.
Yep, 4v2. Ignite hitting big right now, and Zoacro now are kind of getting a sense of what Ignite were feeling these last 5 rounds. Steno and Hennas are going to be the last men on that team standing. Sledge and the IQ having the diffuser. Right now, their position, I mean, they're just above sight, but it's just a matter if they can execute in time or not. Of course, they do kind of have all the time in the world. They have 1 minute 20 and counting. Doesn't seem like any members of Ignite are going to flank, or I may have spoken too soon here. Gorny seems to be actually retreating from that flank because I think he might have gotten spotted on the drone here, but Hennes now is going to find himself into a gunfight with one of the members of the Ignite. A C4 goes out, it blows up, it doesn't connect. Mitchell now is going to take some damage there from an earlier gunfight that he has taken. More vertical holes are going to be opened up. That's going to be Mitchell to fall though. 3v2 now. Toxic looks to be in a, he's actually in quite a power position, you could say. He's very ready for a flank, but he's just gonna be very patient here. Just over 30 seconds left, and the Ignite are definitely gonna have to begin to make their way towards site, if not make their plant. Hennes is just gonna tag Gorny with that grenade, and it'll be Steno to after him, but Steno is gonna get downed. He's gonna drop down. Luckily for possibly to pick up, but now Hennes is gonna have to make the decision. Will he pick up his teammate or go for the plant? I mean, he hasn't even got the diffuser, so we can't really do both because now his teammate is dead and there's only 4 seconds left, and I think this match is, definitely done. Ignite win.
Yeah, no, Ignite really needed that round. A fast flurry of kills coming out from Cryptic on that Mozzie. Really good hold onto Piano and then Pixel. But as soon as Steno got downed and he dropped down, that was it. That was the round over because Diffuser was above and so was Winkle. While I think it was, who was it? Was it Maxi who's playing the mute down below? He didn't have the time to fight 2 people on 2 fronts. That time, the timer was going down, and although I fully believed that Zorakwo moment could have pulled that 2v4 off, it wasn't to be. And now we see a role split. Can we maybe get the do we have that what's it? R6 analyst scoreboard, that fancy scoreboard that we have last game, or is that not a thing? You don't believe so. So unfortunately, we don't have the R6 analyst scoreboard, but we do have our eyes. If we could pull up the further stats, Warden, so we can see the kills on the board.
10 seconds remaining.
Can you hear us?
5 seconds left.
I don't think he can hear us. It's okay.
That's fine.
It's
I mean,
fine.
you can see Hennes' stats, and that's about it. But
Yeah. If Hennes is anything to go by, and he's actually had a pretty silent game, compared to the likes of Steno and Suspended, then Zoacro are feeling really hot right now, and Ignite have to do something on this attack round, on this attack half, to really kind of claw it back, because 2 round wins for Zoacro and it's over. And honestly, it's looking to be in favor of Zoacro.
definitely just a bit of silence as Mitchell is gonna get first kill onto Suspended. Ignite again, opening up with the first frags. Gorny is gonna follow up. That's going to be Steno, the star man of Zoacro, to fall. Now the Ignite are going to flood in down that hatch. Drones are going to go in first, though, before the actual attackers themselves. It's Cryptic. He might sense the Jaeger playing Pixel. She takes out that Malusi, but still he will get shut down in the end. And I'm getting a bit of deja vu. I don't know about you. Ryan.
Yeah, another 2vx situation for Zoacro. A big bit of over-aggression from both Steno and Suspended at the very beginning of it. And now Henus gets a down onto Goni. He goes back for the fight. This is the aggression I was talking about. Robustin gets a kill onto Cryptic. It's now a 2v4. He gets a second kill onto Mitchell. It is now a 1v2 if Goni... Oh no, it's a 2v2. My brain. If Goni doesn't get revived. It doesn't look like he's going to get revived. The C4 is placed as Toxic Winkle sits alone on the Skylight after Robustin gets his... Is that his 4th for the round? Is he on for the ace? I'm not too sure. No. Henry's got the down on. Henry's got the down onto Goni, so it'll be his 3rd. 1v2 going out. A pre-placed C4 goes off, but nothing is heard. Diffuser is picked up. He now has to deal with a crossfire. He tries to run to Pixel, but there's no rotate. Nothing to do. And Robustin cleans it up. It was an ace from Robustin. Never mind, it was his 4th. Oh my lord! Stealing, I believe it was Henderson, is down a bit greedy, but at the same time, an ace is an ace.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's 2 aces today.
Yeah.
It's 2 aces today. It's not. It's definitely not everything. It's definitely not something you see every day. Of course, the first ace was in this game. If you were watching us earlier, you'd know what we were talking about. For viewers that have just recently joined us, I believe can't remember who it was exactly, but we had the game against On-Site versus X Endangered, and I believe it was somebody on X who got the ace.
It was Scipio,
It was
Bakery Hall
Scipio
with
with
Maestro.
yes, bakery. Yeah, but it's all coming back to me now.
And defuse bomb.
A bit of toxicity in the chat from Steno as he hops into a Maestro. Not what you'd expect
Ah.
from one of their top players going 9-2 and 5 there. But do you know what? After Robustin absolutely dismantled them there, it doesn't matter. I think Ignite will win this. I'll be honest. After you get 2d5 like that, in such a way, that has your mental absolutely shattered at that point. 1-6,
Definitely.
going into going into the 8th round here. I think we're gonna see a 7-1.
Yeah, I mean it's
is that a
definitely
mushroom?
looking.
Objective is to locate a bomb.
Wait until Warden goes to the very top. Wait until Warden goes to the very top floor. He can't hear us. We've been told by production that he's lost caster audio. But I believe we're seeing a mushroom. From what I can hear, he's running a shotgun. Yeah, no, look at him. He's in piano, and I'm pretty sure 2 of them have the ACS 12.
Steno doing Steno things, and he looks like he's gonna. Oh no, that wasn't him. Okay, for a second I got a bit too excited. But that's gonna be Goni opening things up for Ignite. Zoko losing a member. That is actually the Maestro. So the Pika gets out peaked there as Zoakro go in with a man disadvantage this time round. But that's gonna be the shotgun making shotgun things happen. It will indeed get traded out, but the kill is still there, and it has made somewhat of an impact. Granted, it was the IQ, the operator that is most out of meta in that lineup right there, but a kill is a kill, and I think Zoakro are gonna take that.
Well, based off how good the players of Zoacro can be, that IQ kill might actually be pretty good for them because Henners has Vault cams scattered around the map. So we could probably see a C4 or 2 from the likes of the Valk or the Malusi fly up. And
Ooh.
look at that! I'm a prophet. It flies out. It doesn't catch anyone, unfortunately. You see Robustin using the Sniper 90, absolutely memeing on Ignite Esports. X Endangered would be proud.
We should give you a profit title, Ryan. What do you think?
The Prophet, Ryan? Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Anyway, match. Yep, of course we know it's match point. It will be Ignite though, to begin to start off. Regain their footing. Make some rotation holes right there. Mitchell does catch out one, but he's not gonna hit any bullets, as the sledge continues to do sledge things, as he continues to make those vertical angles. Not too many though, because of course they don't want his feet exposed. But Toxic Winkle, he does know that there's someone there, and he will indeed take out Henners. Of course, his cams aren't useless. Aren't going to be useless because of that, but Gorny from above, he's gonna take him out, and Ignite are definitely in the driver's seat of that one. Robustin on less than 50 health. Maxi is gonna go for the plant, and Gorny is just gonna clean that up. Ignite picking up the second round of the game, but is it too little too late?
Quite a dominant round, and we have overtime, so who knows? We could see something happening. I won't say it directly because I've already casters cursed the team once before tonight. So we really just have to see. Steno getting taken out early again. It's a bit over aggressive. I mean, he's top fragging still, somehow.
Mm.
Um, even though he's been taken out twice in a row. Going back to Kitchen, they're playing it just a tiny bit more serious. We've got an Ella for the shield, a Vigil for the roam, an Oryx. I said a little bit more serious. I didn't mean they were gonna be playing it like the like it was pro league. So we still got a bit of meme
Protect the
coming out
bombs from being defused by
um,
attackers.
Yes.
from the likes of Zoacro moment.
Well,
So
welcome to Tier 4, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, like this is the height of T4. This is like genuinely like this is the I have no
Yeah, I mean,
words
there's
for
no
what
other way
I am
to put it.
saying. I have no words for what I am seeing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just an absolute madhouse of a game.
10 seconds to go.
No, I'm just kind of staying silent right now because I really want to see how this plays out. And I mean, they're opening up these windows, and that can only mean two things: runouts or spawn peaks.
Well, I think we're gonna see spawn peaks. We see that early aggression onto piano again. Just kind of sitting there. We see early aggression onto bakery. Just like Zoacro are just playing it like it's right now. They're spawn peeking. They're being aggressive. We got a boss G ACOG from the Vigil. He does not care. Robustin does not give a damn, ladies and gentlemen. Just running around using meme guns, winning the game 6-2 up. They've lost all sense of respect for Ignite Esports after that 2v5.
I mean, honestly, Zoaka have every right to be playing it like as if it were ranked. I mean, they're up by 4 rounds, and I mean, I say go. You haven't really got much to lose as long as you play serious for one round. You basically closed this match out. So
Oh, definitely.
seems
Very very aggressive take into that bathroom hallway.
yes.
We've got the Oryx of Steno on the bottom of White Stairs. He's been droned out. There's two people looking to come for the kill, but he is long gone. He has escaped, and now top floor and middle floor control has been conceded to Ignite. Nomad just trying to get the flanks up. A bit of vertical play happening from the Sledge and the Ash. IQ holding white flank. Ace holding brown flank. We're really seeing some good coordination from Ignite here. And but it's still a 5v5. And there's still a minute left. There's still a lot of action to happen. And if this is going to be based off kills, I'm looking at Zoako for the win here. You know, we've not seen early picks. Ignite have not got man advantage. So I think Zoacro still have a bit of dominance in this round.
Yeah. Interesting prediction, I'd say. I mean, this definitely looks very eerily similar to last time they went kitchen. Of course, this time there being more people on the board. However, that's gonna be Henna's on the bandit losing a lot of health. Steno catching Courtney off guard. I mean, that's one thing you have to watch out. He's gonna pick up another one though onto Cryptic. He's finally gonna get shot down, but it doesn't matter. Zorakor have already made the impact that they were looking to make. Dilly is now gonna get one. Will he get the second onto the Nomad? He won't. Maxi is gonna answer with a kill of his own. Suspended though is gonna refrag, and with 5 seconds left, Toxic is gonna get absolutely torn to shreds by the spam shotgun of Ella. That was disgusting.
Steno does Steno
7-2. He does. He
does, and suspended does suspended things apparently. Must have been a bit of a misplaced Nomad from Toxic Winkles. Steno found a way around it, or it went off and the attackers weren't alerted to it. He got the flank, he got top control, he killed the guy entering into prep. He got traded out, but it doesn't matter because he got 2 for his troubles.
Yeah.
An excellent display of how to shoot the other opponent in the head from Zoacro moment. And although Ignite were very, very coordinated and very, very strategical. That didn't really matter in the end because, this is an FPS at the end of the day. So Zorakro Moment
Mhm.
just had the better gun skill and they just shot them all.
I mean, I was definitely looking at Ignite for this one, and I mean, Zoacro just proved that in Siege, literally anything can happen. You can have all the information in the world on a team, and you can know what strats they're gonna bring out, but you're probably never gonna predict how it's actually going to play out uh in the game itself. So, and I mean, Zoakro just kind of showcased that in a way, and I'd say that those were very good two matches for today. What do you think, Ryan?
Those were very, very two very, very interesting matches
Mhm.
from unorthodox play of X Endangered to
Mhm.
the absolute masterclass in how to turn a comp game into a T hunt from Zoacro Moment.
Yes, this is I couldn't have put any better, and I don't think we could have scripted a better way to close out day 2 of week 5, aka the final week before playoffs. Of course, we still have one more day to go. That will be on Friday. And if I can just get the schedule for Friday, we will indeed be having X Endangered versus Hyperion 5 for the game number 1, and then we have Proximity Gaming versus Intensity Esports for game number 2. I believe there will be no game 3, as I believe we're supposed to be SamClan Esports against somebody else, but now that match isn't going to take place for reasons that I'm unaware of. However, that'll be it from us. I would like to thank Ryan to come for coming in and casting with me at
Oh, my pleasure.
such short notice. If I can spew out my words, and we will be saying goodbye now, and we'll see you in the next one.